Green, green river laid out by my front door.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Talk About with Biff, Lucky, and Mr. Fun, the podcast where we will talk about everything. We will talk about anything. Quite frankly, we're going to talk about it all. What were you doing, Lucky?
Why did, quite frankly, we're going to talk about it all?
Did he say everybody or did he say everybody? He said everybody?
Biff he's hungover.
Yeah.
He's been drunk, hungover. And
I don't like that. I don't like when you do like day drinking and then you relax. That's why I'm sipping on a Scotty's after drinking.
Yeah, we
during
had
the day.
Scotty's yesterday at Crab Cake Factory, 120th Street, 120th Street
See?
in Ocean City.
in Ocean City.
Yeah.
Big Scotty's fans there. I had a big Scotty's vodka with Lindy as well.
They all wear Scotty shirts.
They do.
At,
They
at
all
Crab Cake Factory,
right.
which is cool.
That's fun.
So
That's fun.
we were there for the Lucky Open,
Yeah.
which was excellent. By the way, Rockfish leading us in with Chesapeake time. Drove over the bridge today, as Lucky did. Beautiful out.
Yeah, weekend was amazing. There was some wicked storms
They-
came
they-
through,
yeah,
but
this-
the weather was nice.
Where
For
were
sure.
you going?
We went to the Potomac Hunt Cup. So
What's that?
It is a what is wrong with you? You don't have to,
Trying to set
Wait,
you up.
thanks for the setup, Mr.
Yes,
Fun.
yes.
So, but we went to the Hunt Cup, but we had the Lucky Open on that ended, I guess, officially last night at some point
Yeah.
in the evening.
I had to stay home and watch Biff's dog.
Oh, nice.
I mean, like, I don't get to go to the Potomac Hunt Cup. I gotta watch Harvey.
You were more than welcome to go to the Potomac Hunt Cup, but
He's like, yeah, I'll just leave Harvey in the car at the Potomac Hunt Cup. I'm like, you're not leaving your damn dog in
Well,
the car.
you gotta leave
at
the
least
dog.
put it in a purse and carry it around.
That's what I thought he was going to do.
we could have taken Harvey in. Yeah, they allow pets
in a
there.
little bag?
No, not in a little bag. So we would not do it in a little bag there. But importantly at the Hunt Cup, as Mr. Fun has saw me and
What
I
is
sent
it?
a photo. What did I wear at the Hunt Cup?
White pants.
White pants. And what else did I wear?
I don't know. Oh, it's a belt. A pink belt.
The pink belt.
Okay, very
Yeah.
good.
The pink belt and white pants.
He's so happy.
And
about
was
this.
I the only male wearing white pants at the?
No, there were
Potomac?
several. There were
Yes.
several.
Yes.
There was you. There was the guy serving ice cream.
Yeah, the
And-
waiters.
Yeah, and there was the EMT who was training to be a nurse.
Okay.
I got a theory on
Yeah.
the white pants, a new one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he has multiple pairs of white
I
pants.
don't.
Because
No,
he's been wearing them all weekend.
No, because Mrs. Biff snapped at me, and she said, "I told him they're not khakis; they're chinos." And I go, "That's even gayer."
Okay. Okay.
That's even what are
Okay.
chinos?
But also importantly,
Yeah.
in discussions with a said other white pants wearer today,
Mm-hmm.
Andy K from where's he live? I don't know.
Montgomery County
Montgomery
somewhere.
County somewhere.
Right.
He has white jeans,
Right.
and Dave L from Hagerstown white jeans.
Okay.
Right.
They proudly have white jeans. I said I don't have white jeans.
Look,
I am not wearing white jeans.
If the majority of our listeners have white pants, I apologize to you guys. I'm finding it hard to believe. What about you?
But it was very stylishly worn by me, I must say.
They're growing on me.
The other revelation from the weekend
Yeah.
was that there's some closet sitter peers, people that
Yeah.
that told us that they sit down and pee at night.
Shocking.
Men.
Shocking.
Yeah, men. Thank
They're
you.
handicapped?
They're some of our biggest drinking friends.
Well, that
Yeah,
makes
so-
sense.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think it goes hand in
because the true story is that one of them was sitting and peeing, and then one of the guests staying at the Lucky abode at the beach didn't realize because he was in there with the lights off. They almost peed on him because he was sitting on the toilet.
You know what?
Who was it? Who was that? Dave L?
Dave L.
Okay.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I lose a leg, maybe I'll consider sitting down when I pee. But otherwise,
No,
I'm going to stand proudly.
Again, this is not a one man band. You know, we could form quite the
So
the,
you have
the
you're
basketball
creating
team.
like an alliance of white pants sit down peers.
I'm not going to claim they have white pants,
All right.
but they do have. They have
These are two
admitted
different
to,
groups.
They have admitted to sitting and peeing.
Right.
At
All right.
night. At night.
Right.
That is the clarifying point.
Right.
All right. It's not during the day.
Right.
Everybody's deep, dark secrets
I would
start
be
to...
afraid with white pants. You go out. You know how you go into the urinal, you do a quick little flick, and you're not really. Wouldn't it stain the front of your pants?
Yeah, like a yellow dot?
Yeah, you know, like the yellow dot.
I would imagine.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, I don't.
All
Biff
right.
takes extra precautions when he was wearing the white jeans. He shakes like a
Shakes the
lot.
shit out of it. Right. He actually orgasms after he pees when he's wearing white
No,
pants.
the white, that's okay because it's white.
Oh my gosh! What is? wrong with you people?
I wore the white pants. I'm fine. Shook the shit out of that.
Okay,
Had
but-
several people shake it for me as
Okay.
well.
So Mr. Fun.
Pick up on the blower thing. I got white pants on today.
Smacking it back and forth.
I got to blow my...
Are you done yet?
Sorry.
So Mr. Fun shows up in a bright pink jacket.
It's comical. See, I know that my particular outfit was meant to make people laugh. Like it was, yeah.
I'm sure that's what everybody thought that didn't know you. and with the label still on the sleeve.
Yeah,
really?
Well, I'm a big label guy. I'm a big label guy.
And it was called Suitmeister.
Yeah, it's by Suitmeister. I got it at
Suitmeister.
I got it at Party City for $14.
And the inside lining says Suitmeister all over.
It looked good.
The pockets don't really have pockets. They're fake. They're just flaps. I'm so afraid if I go by an open flame, I'll burst into fire. Yeah. I don't know what it's made out of.
All right. So you mentioned you're drinking Scotty's.
Wait, there was so much Scotty's, though, at the event.
Oh, there was a lot of Scotty's at the event.
was a
He's the big
fountain.
sponsor at the Potomac Hunt
so
races.
good, and thank you for the invite.
He has a fountain, which I don't remember the name of the drink, but it has blue curacao in it.
So
I think
good.
it's a traditional one he's had. There
I
were
want to put my
Scotty's everywhere.
face under it.
Jeez. I'm not sure that would have been well received.
Yeah,
but
yeah. There were several. There was, orange juice. There was cranberry juice. There was a huge bar, all sponsored by Scotty's. It was so good.
So it was wonderful. And as I said, we had at Crab Cake Factory and throughout the weekend. So it was a wonderful Scotty's themed weekend.
What's really interesting, so we drove through some very rural areas of Delaware, and every now and again you'd see a packaged goods store, like a liquor store. Scotty's signs on the buildings. So I mean,
the flip side of that is new liquor store at Westbart Shopping Mall in Bethesda, Maryland, and the liquor store there has Scotty's vodka.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. It's everywhere. Yeah.
Excellent. So
congratulations,
Mr. Fun. Do we have a joke?
We do. So this guy's doing some shopping in a grocery store, and this woman walks up and she's staring at him, and she kind of gives him one of those like finger waves, whatever you call that. She like waves his fingers at him, and she's like, I think that you are the father of one of my kids. And he goes, what? And she goes, yeah, I think you're the father of one of my kids. And he goes, well, wait a minute. Turn around. Okay. I recognize your tits. I recognize your ass. Are you that prostitute that a bunch of my friends and I had sex with in Vegas a few years ago? And she goes, no, you asshole. I'm your kid's second grade math teacher.
Jeez. That's,
father of one of the kids.
Yeah. Really? Very good.
All right.
Very, very good. So, where in the world is Jake? Hey, he's in Kansas City this week, a city that he has not mentioned previously. You been to Kansas City?
I've never been to Kansas City.
Mr. Fun? Kansas City?
I can't say. Kansas City, Missouri?
It's both.
Right. I have been in Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, you have?
Yep.
Yeah.
When
Is
I
there
was 12.
another city in the U.S. that has the same name on both sides of the state line?
I don't know about state line, but like Washington's are everywhere.
Yeah, like Springfield's, Washington's. But one city that has it's straddled two state lines.
That.
It's a great city. I've been there a couple times.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it.
Good steaks.
Barbecue is their big thing, too, right?
Different, right? What's the taste?
No, barbecue's normal. You thinking Cincinnati?
No.
St. Louis. You're St. Louis?
It says dry
Maybe.
rub. Dry
Maybe.
rub is
Okay,
St.
and
Louis.
Kansas City is not dry rub?
I don't know.
Speaking of dry rub, no, I got nothing.
Oh, gee,
That would have been so good.
yeah, if you did. So, good. So, we were on today, just inside baseball. It's Sunday evening, going back to our original days of the very first podcast we did. I think we had one topic, which was what you got for Christmas or something like New Year's resolutions.
Right.
We had 0 topics going into this episode.
Let's see where it goes.
We are commando.
Yeah.
on
No,
this
that's when
episode.
you don't wear underwear.
Well, it's the same with it's
Slash.
for me. It's not like not having a
should-
pre-production meeting.
Right. You should always wear underwear when you wear white pants also. Just an FYI.
I did. By the way, I did wear underwear, and
White.
I had to worry about the color of the underwear.
Jeez,
the more you talk
please
about this.
stop. Please stop.
So
You do, because
were you
okay.
worried about your panty lines as well?
Yeah. Do you wear a strapless bra
He
too?
wore a thong. He wore a white thong.
You know,
So so good.
Did he wear? Don't you put this nip? The nip covers?
That has nothing to do with white pants. He wears those just because he finds them comfortable. He doesn't like his nipples to show. This is the gift that keeps giving. It really is the whole white pants.
We might have to relabel the rebrand the show.
Yeah, so good. But so although lucky we don't have a lot of topics that we had zero, we came into it. You have come up with some things to chat about here. What do you have?
So first thing. I'll hit a couple sports topics, but my beloved Orioles, which we talk about, them coming into the season and after making the playoffs last year, fired their manager, 40 games into the season. So now, again, my theory is on this is, how do you what are you going to replace that manager with? Kind of thing. Like, is it really going to make a difference firing the manager
if the new person makes different personnel decisions?
Well, then, Brandon Hyde is the manager. The personnel decisions are made by the general manager, Mike Elias. Who, so there's been this debate of who's really responsible for the Orioles starting slow? Is it the manager or the
and what is
personnel person?
So going back to the Moneyball days, what does a manager really do now?
I can answer this because I've been thinking about it lately. So. There's a guy. He watches the Yankee game and streams it, and so when it's not televised, I can listen. So I can listen to what he says. He questions Boone over and over again. The manager of the. You're looking at me like I'm strange.
No, because I got a story to share with you in a matter of moments.
Good. So, what I'm saying that's funny is he will second guess him immediately. Why is he leaving that pitcher in?
Right.
For instance, he's tired. He just gave up the walk.
Right.
Why is he leaving him in? The substitutions that he makes. Why isn't he putting the pinch hitter in here? So that's what a manager has to be good at.
Okay.
Maybe some of it is having a hunch, but a lot of it is knowing the matchups and knowing what your players can do, knowing when a pitcher appears to be spent.
Right.
And getting him out of the game. Right. And so, that's what I think of.
Yeah, I think the offensive side of it is a little bit more black and white, as Mr. Fun said, in terms of using statistics and matchups. But pitching staffs is more, that's art. Because they get tired, they get injuries. They have matchups and stuff to consider there. But that's, I think, that one of the manager's biggest jobs is managing a pitching staff.
So not to dwell on it for more than another minute or so, are you upset they fired the manager? As
yeah,
an Orioles
I was thinking it was reactionary.
Okay,
I mean, the players are the ones that are not hitting with runners in scoring position, and the pitchers are the ones giving up a lot of runs and etc.
So Thursday night, they said we're at Harpoon Hannah's. And I walk in, right? I come into the happy hour a little later, whatever it was, dinner we're having there. And all of a sudden I got hey, we've got a new podcast and you're out.
From Lucky.
From Lucky.
Wow.
In game with Lucky and Road, they were going to come up with this podcast about, they're going to talk about a baseball game during the game.
Right.
And then put the podcast out there. I go, is it going to be live? Are you live streaming it?
Yeah.
Crickets in their heads. They hadn't thought about it. They hadn't even thought.
Fun thinks I should do it.
And
she specifically mentioned you.
So
not Biff. She doesn't know if you know baseball, but she said you and Lucky should do the Orioles.
So
games.
you're going to do it as a live stream, or you're just going to?
We're watching the game and we're commenting and why this.
So when does it come out?
It's during the game. So
I think
you're 10 seconds behind the play.
Okay.
So you're like, oh man, he singled.
Okay, that's called live streaming.
What was I calling it?
You guys are talking about making a podcast.
Oh, no, I'm not.
No, he was talking about doing a podcast.
So we're going to live stream it, me, Lucky, and we'll find somebody else. And we'll talk about the Orioles during the game. Now, the hard part is the good ones have graphics and they have, they can show the clip from the last game. They're pretty advanced.
Yeah.
So we'll have to get there.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. You guys have fun with that.
In game with Lucky and Road. And then we'll have to come up with a new branding one. That was Road and I were talking about this.
So I'm out too.
No, you're not out.
You are not mentioned in that same breath.
Well, what you could do is during the 7th inning stretch, you could read sleepy speeches, political speeches that will put you to sleep.
Okay, so that was the big sports thing this week.
By the way, did he tell you who won the Lucky Open?
No.
Who won the Lucky Open?
Who won all 3 matches?
Oh, were you on the winning team the 3 days?
Yeah.
Conveniently, he's forgotten.
Yeah. No, I forgot.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew you and I won one day together.
Yeah.
Well,
We had daily competition.
That's good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
See?
Yeah.
Good.
The other couple sports stories, the Preakness was yesterday.
Yeah.
So journalism won. Journalism was the favorite from the Kentucky Derby. And so it was good to see that.
There's a reason why people on Facebook don't like journalism. Is it because of the ownership?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know what it's all about.
But we did find out, so the feedback from the last episode was this whole notion about the Derby, which we hadn't picked up on, was that every Derby participant was sired by related to Secretariat.
Right.
In some form or
But
fashion.
that was 21 horses.
Wow.
Right. But I mean, again, it's 50 years of, whatever stud stuff coming
Studying,
through.
yeah. But the one interesting
Wait,
thing
we don't know if that's true.
It was true.
look it up.
Yeah, I believe it was
True,
true.
Pete. We're going to fact check.
No,
Drew
I
P.
believe it is true.
Oh, that's amazing, actually, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the interesting thing about the Preakness, and I think, Biff, you called it out when we were watching on TV, they had whole sections of the stands closed.
They were condemned.
Because they were condemned. Like, they were so dangerous for people to sit in them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So they're closing it down this year, right?
This year was the last, right?
Until they redo it, and then it's going back. So they're going to Laurel next year.
Laurel Racetrack. Let's go.
For a couple of years, I guess it is. City's kicking in, or it's their $110 million refresh, or a couple $100 million.
Wow.
And then they're closing Laurel down.
Wow.
Are they? For
yeah.
good?
Yeah, for good after
Really?
after the Preakness is there for a couple of years.
Yeah. But, I mean, again, another, this brought up the whole topic of another big check that a state is going to sign for, a sporting thing.
Right.
Right.
We've been talking about D.C.
Yeah.
But,
In college, I was so broke, I had a part-time job, and you had to, jerk off horses for money. And at the time, I didn't even know horses had money.
all right, going to the business section of the podcast here, the topics. The stock market's back up to back to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For-
it's back.
for the-
It's back to Liberation Day highs, right?
Yeah, which is crazy. I mean, just every day there had been a new news story. And market, again, the big one was, the Liberation Day, the tariffs and stuff. But it's interesting, like the fundamentals of these companies haven't really changed yet. But the wealth ups and downs over the last 2 months have been crazy.
It's almost like they're lying to us. I don't see price increases personally. I don't see any problems with these tariffs. Personally,
I think it will start showing up on discrete items. None of us have purchased a car, right? And in the last 2 months or whatever it is, month and a half. I think some of that will start showing up. But does that have a bigger draw on the overall economy? Probably not.
Wow.
I mean, right? It has car industry is big, relatively speaking. But if you water that down over 12 months or whatever it is, I'm not sure it's going to have as negative a draw. And I think some of the things that people are buying, food, really, there's nothing the tariffs have really impacted. Maybe avocados or something like that, but everything else is pretty sedate when it comes down to these tariff things.
I have been with food in particular. Like fruit, they put the little stickers on. You can see where it comes. I've been very focused on where my fruit. I eat a ton of fruit and vegetables, and I like where they're coming from. And most of it, I haven't seen too much coming from outside the United States.
Yeah. The other thing I'd say, which is a big one, is when prices go up, oil is one of the ones in particular that it's obviously people need to spend money on. That's come way down.
Right.
I mean, that's got to be down almost 20%, the price of oil, and that's going to offset some of the rises in some of the other things. It's interesting to watch. I think the tax bill also has people enthused.
yeah.
Because if they can lock in the 2017 tax cuts for another, I don't know what it is, 10 years or
Or
whatever.
make it permanent, right?
Or make it permanent. That's gonna like a rocket ship. I think it's gonna help.
Yeah.
I do
Real
believe
quick,
that.
you don't take the jet?
Yeah, oil. I was going to bring it up.
Yeah.
What's everybody's take on the Qatari? Is it Qatar, right?
Qatar. My opinion is, and I look at it from an ethics standpoint, right? I understand. Trump has said, hey, if somebody gives you a putt, he used the analogy, you take the putt. You don't ask questions.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true in a sporting context. But if somebody gives you a $400 million jet, it's not the government has rules.
What if they give it to the government?
But even that, there's got to be something you've got to manage around. No, countries give things all the time, I suppose, right? But it's a quid pro quo. There's no doubt there's a quid pro quo to it. And if it was an employee working at the Department of Energy and he was given a $1,000 barrel of oil from Qatar, he's not allowed to do that.
Right.
He can't take it.
What's the difference of a country allowing, the United States to build a military base on in their country? It's like they're giving us the rights, the land, the whatever.
Well, that's them.
In
That's
exchange
them.
for something else.
Yeah. Well, again, so what? Who cares if Qatar?
Maybe at some point it passes a legal test. I just think optically it's a bad move.
That's what I've heard. That's the argument that I would be okay with. Somebody saying they got to be crystal clear that this isn't a gift to Trump. And there's absolutely no expectation.
And the other thing is, it's the leader of the U.S., and that jet needs to have the avionics and the intelligence and the defense mechanisms better than any jet in the world.
Yeah.
And the Qatari jet doesn't have that. I don't care what they say it has. It doesn't have it. I understand that's why Boeing's, but they've not done a very good job delivering the jet they're supposed to. But the reality is, would we take a jet from China if they gave it to us?
Yeah, not to get political, but the whole shift with Qatar is they're not always nice guys. I mean, that government has harbored Hamas. They, it's kind of an interesting switch to be best friends with Qatar all of a sudden.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's a good or bad move, but it's definitely a switch.
Yeah.
So,
all right, on a lighter topic.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was I haven't seen this video, but I was reading about this. There's a woman. This takes road rage to a new level. There's a woman. She's from Pennsylvania. She it was in a road rage incident with somebody, and so she got out of her car, pulled her pants down, took a shit right on the guy's car, and they caught it on video, and the video went viral.
wow.
I mean, that's
So
Wait, he was driving?
no, it was parked or something.
There were two cars
Okay.
that got in a road rage fight. I don't know, somebody cut somebody off. They must have been maybe at a stoplight or whatever. The woman got out of the car. They continued to argue. She got up on his hood and took a shit on the hood of the car, and somebody caught it on video.
I would have driven away.
Who would have driven away?
I would have. The girl would have been smeared all over my windshield.
But so she was, this video went viral, but the people pressed charged, got their car shot on, and they actually arrested the woman and charged her with indecent exposure, disorderly conduct, and depositing waste on a highway and related other counts.
Oh, all right.
Have you ever seen anybody poop outside in real life? Besides, if you're on a camping trip, have you ever seen anybody poop?
Sure.
Where?
Outside.
Outside.
Oh, outside of a camping trip.
Outside of a camping trip.
Seen them.
So this is where I'm going with this. So I'm in Sacramento.
We looked at each other like, what?
I'm in Sacramento probably 5 years ago.
Right.
And meeting with some government stuff there. And we've got some visitors in from the UK, and we're walking between meetings. And Sacramento has a homeless problem.
Sure.
This woman walks between two cars. We're walking down one side of the street, walks between two cars and takes a shit.
Wow.
This homeless woman between two cars.
So bad for her.
And I okay, got to make a left. And I got him.
Wow.
I got these British visitors to the other side of the road.
Wow.
I had never seen that before.
Well, it's like with the whole, what is it? Do bears poop in the woods? Of course they do, but nobody ever sees it, right?
Yeah.
So what do you say? Do homeless people
No,
poop
I'm just saying.
between
I
cars?
pooped outside numerous times in my life. But I've
Where?
never seen anybody.
Not on a
Okay.
camping trip?
Oh yeah. Emergencies.
Okay, here's a complete tangent. So I'm driving here tonight, or today, excuse me.
Yeah.
And there's a trailer with 6 canoes on the back.
Okay.
And I'm thinking to myself, could you stereotype who is driving 6 canoes? Meaning, it's not a kayak. It's what type of person drives?
That's a guy in his 60s with a beard and glasses,
Really?
white beard.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was a guy like that.
Stop it.
Yeah, driving that because
maybe he's the dad coming back from the Boy Scouts trip. And
it could
he
have
had to
been
drive the canoes.
but it's okay. And a canoe is for fun. I know
Yeah.
I've been on a canoe trip
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
You've spent much time on a canoe, Lucky?
Yeah.
They're incredibly awkward. It might be the worst floating transportation.
And not if you're buoyant. Like, you can't move
No,
around.
but they're because they tip over. They're hard to spin back over.
Yeah.
But why do people still make canoes? You've got kayaks. You've got things.
Because
that
you
are-
can
you've
store
got
stuff in the canoe. You
but
can
you
have
have
your
boats. A boat can do that.
Yeah, but a canoe is like $10.
I don't know.
well,
Yeah.
I think the shape of a canoe is convenient for
what?
for rowing on lakes.
For for the Indians. I mean,
I don't think many people. Well, first of all, it can't be very big. It's going down a river or a creek.
No, I'm not saying a big.
going down
I'm
the
not-
creek with it.
I know, but wouldn't a plastic kayak effectively do the same thing?
Yeah. If for somebody who doesn't like camping like yourself,
I'm
you could
just
get a
telling you.
plastic.
Maybe.
Otherwise, we're gonna canoe, baby.
Maybe they don't make new canoes anymore. Maybe they're just all the canoes that are left over. Like, because a canoe
You
doesn't
can't get
wear
rid.
out.
It's that same guy.
Yeah, you just.
That's why he has 6.
He has 6.
Started with 1, and he's finding.
I had another observation
Yeah.
on the same trip. So there were 3 vehicles with trailers, and we were in Maryland at the time. All cars had Maryland license plates on the vehicle that's pulling the trailer. The trailers all had Maine license plates.
That doesn't make sense.
They all
That's a
had
coincidence.
they were. It says like lifetime tag. It's some words, and they were tagged in Maine.
Is it a rental?
No, I don't know. But it was the canoe trailer had it with Maine tags. It was a horse trailer, and it was another trailer. I'd never seen that before.
Interesting.
Wow.
Things you notice.
Yeah.
Mr. Fun.
I would not notice.
All right, I got one more thing, which is interesting. So, okay, this is the AI thing. So, first off, on like anybody's on social media and stuff, are you seeing those fake videos now?
Yeah.
A lot of like
Yeah.
animals like
or babies, like little babies talking.
Yeah. But like the ones I'm seeing are like these animals are in distress, and like the one animal goes and finds humans, and then these real humans come into the picture, and they rescue this lion, and the lion like smiles at them and then runs away.
Nope, haven't seen them.
Yeah.
There's
I've
like
seen the babies. I've seen the ones where they say this. I almost text to you this inflatable bar pool that I learned later was you could sit at the seats.
Yeah.
It was a bar. It was surrounded with water, and it was AI. There's no such thing.
Yeah.
You can't buy a 75-foot bar pool.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, these videos are just like again, are just like you're looking at them. But the Meta is paying people now $50 an hour to record people's facial expressions and small talk to bolster its virtual avatars. Which is interesting. So, I mean, there's people making some decent amount of money doing this, $50 an hour. But I don't know.
It's why I'm buying the format.
So-
I can't keep up with technology.
So one thing AI read about, you remember we were talking about schools, like kids are using AI to write their term papers.
Yeah.
It's the percentage of professors that are now using AI.
grade?
No, to develop the lesson plan using AI. They're not even thinking.
Yeah.
At this point, they're doing that. It's 90% of college kids have used AI to write a paper.
Who are the 10% dumb ones that aren't?
Okay,
right?
so that was the other.
Come on.
So, but the other story, which is, if you recall, which it never made last week's podcast, Lucky sent us a X tweet, whatever, of the guy kissing the robot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was odd.
It was a real video.
It was a real video.
If anybody's going to have, like the closest of our three to have
By the way, let me finish. A robot that looked like a woman.
Yeah.
right.
Right?
Yeah.
But it was weird how he's like walking up to the different robots and kissing them.
they all had
anybody's
different
gonna,
sides.
If
Yeah.
anybody's going to get one of those robots out of this story, Lucky will be the first. Yeah. Lucky will be the first. He'll pay an exorbitant amount for the first one. And then suddenly he'll talk us into it. You'll have to keep yours at my house, Biff.
You guys would be spending a lot of time at my house if I had one of those hot robots.
No.
I tell you.
You tell us.
We got to go. The podcast is going to be a daily podcast now. I'm going to go to Lucky's.
That's all I need. That's all I need.
It's going to be in game with Lucky and the robot.
Right.
That's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
In game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. All right.
Again, he branded it. He already had the trademark on this freaking.
When we
tell
were
you,
both
my
out.
mind works
We were
like-
both out.
We were out.
All right.
Right.
And I saw this other one. It was a little bit of a poll.
Yeah.
It's around conspiracy theories.
Oh.
Okay. And
okay.
so it was a lot of people that filled out the poll. But which of the conspiracy theories do you think is has the highest probability of being truthful?
Okay.
Okay, the JFK conspiracy that the government had something to do with his assassination, the moon landing in late 60s, 9/11 that was orchestrated by the government, or the aliens in Area 51 government. Like which one did you think was like
So
has the highest probability?
Bigfoot is not on there. Please note.
No.
Because
Nor the Loch Ness Monster.
Nor the Loch Ness Monster. You were saying you thought the space landing could be.
The more I think about it, and because it took so long to get, and it was the Indians, right, that got back there for $10 million. They landed something on the moon. It's been a long time.
Okay.
Is that
Well, China's been there, right?
Why did it take 50 years to get back to the moon if it happened in 1969? It just seems, and then you can almost buy into the way the light reflect, the shadows and the the flag stands out,
Yeah.
right? Which I think they've tried to talk it out. Or whatever,
Okay,
say
to
it was
what end?
To what end? Why would they fake it?
Yeah.
Because they were trying to get American superiority because of Sputnik.
Yeah, Russia.
That was why.
Okay.
So you can see your way to it, and they did a good job with the movie Capricorn 1. That it was on a soundstage and all that other stuff.
Right.
And then
Which starred who?
O.J. Simpson.
Who didn't kill his wife?
Yeah.
There's another conspiracy.
But then there's, if you've ever seen it where they where the famous golf shot is, right?
Yeah.
He hits the golf shot.
Yeah.
Where if you speed it up, it's basically, it's almost like it's in slow motion. Meaning the way that they showed was in slow motion, but it was just
It wasn't gravity. It wasn't.
It wasn't gravity.
Gravity issues.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So you're saying moon landing?
Yeah.
You think is probably most likely true. The conspiracy.
That's one that I tend
I
to start
personally
believing.
think it's true, but
Okay.
Biff is on the fence.
11,000 people voted in this poll, and JFK assassination got 36%. More people think that conspiracy theory is true. The moon landing is at least 13%.
Wait. That other people were involved. What's the conspiracy?
that the government was involved.
100%.
Right.
So that one is definitely my.
Yeah.
Isn't that coming out now? That there were multiple
Well, they
shooters.
still have not
and-
released anything.
No,
yet.
no.
Yeah, see, that I know for a fact.
You know for a fact.
I know for a fact. That's. It wasn't the deal.
Well, if you read the backstory on JFK, he wasn't obviously liked in Texas specifically, right? And he went down there kind of, not begrudgingly, but he was not. They were struggling in Texas, and then it just seems like somebody on the inside might have had something to do with that.
Yeah. Or the mob. The mob was involved.
And
Potentially.
then the Lee Harvey Oswald, and then getting him killed by Jack Ruby,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It was all very convenient how a lot of that happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I can see. So, what about you?
Yeah, I think. Well, the aliens in the Area 51. I think that's I think that's probably true too.
No, but what do you mean? I mean, Area 51 exists as a place.
Yeah, but like what's inside of it is, and the government, hiding these aliens that they found or whatever, and not disclosing it to the to the citizens or whatever. So I think that's probably.
Did you ever go to Vegas and see the planes when they go? They were Area 51's in Nevada somewhere. I forgot where it is. And there's 2 unmarked like 737s at the Vegas airport. They fly back and forth with employees. You couldn't drive there. You could only fly there.
Okay.
And they did it every day. They commuted every day.
That's crazy.
On that jet.
Yeah, so I think something's going on there. That's what I would vote for. But anyway, it got a lot of
I think vasectomies are a conspiracy theory. Yeah, apparently, like how they say they're supposed to prevent from getting pregnant. Well, I hear they just could change the color of the baby. No.
What?
There's something there. Let me work on that.
Wait.
What?
What? We're not
Because your
editing.
wife's cheating on you. That's where it goes. Sorry.
What?
Let me have some more Scotties.
Yeah, that one was. We're not gonna.
Chug the Scotties while you're there.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, that's all I have for that, Biff.
I thought you were going to talk something about a quiz.
I had some quiz. I got all kinds of stuff. But you
got?
know what? I'm leaving some space for you guys in case you guys want to have anything.
We have
Okay,
nothing. We have nothing.
We have nothing.
Okay. You want my quiz?
Yeah, let's do the
Okay,
quiz.
let's see. Okay.
Because we still want to be as part of this threesome as much as long as we can before you boot
You're
us.
still auditioning? You're gonna
yeah,
audition
you're
for
booting
a
us.
game?
It's in game with.
Wait, speaking of threesome, my wife, let's see. Speaking of threesome, so my wife's fantasy is to be with another man, and mine was to have 2 girls at the same time, and that's how we had twins. No?
Gosh.
Jeez. All right.
After the vasectomy.
Yeah, they're woo.
All right.
These are good. Okay.
All right. So this is a really thought-provoking thing about food. 75% of the world's food comes from only like 17 different things.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. So and some of them are meat, some of them are vegetable stuff. So how many can you get? Let's see.
Wait. So 17 meats or vegetables or
Make up
fruits.
75% of the world's food supply.
I would say soybean,
Soy. Yep.
right?
Yep.
Corn,
Corn. Yes.
wheat.
Wheat. Yes. Mr. Fun, you can participate if you
Yes.
like. Go ahead.
Beef.
Beef. Yes.
Okay.
Beef and milk. Chicken and eggs.
Right.
You got it.
Fish.
No, fish is not on the list.
I knew that.
That's surprising. You knew that. You're so full of shit.
Well, shoot, I guess I'm scared to say it. I'm going to go pork.
Pork. Yes.
Okay.
Right.
I'm going to say tofu.
That's soybean. That's soy.
Soy.
Oh, okay, that's soy. I knew that. I knew that. I'm going to say...
There's only 2 more meat things and a lot of vegetable stuff.
So wait, we did beef, pork, chicken. We got to do the famous...
Wait, that's 2 more meats, and that's not beef, pork, or chicken?
Yep.
What can we think about? What would be another?
Oh, you eat the heck out of
turkey,
lamb.
Goats.
Goat.
The famous goat type lamb.
Goat meat and milk from them.
And turkey's not on there.
Nope.
Wow.
If
sheep.
Oh, it's so cheap.
Sheep.
Yep.
Oh, sheep. I thought you said cheap.
Sheep.
I was going to guess a cheap meat.
Okay, so sugar was you didn't get rice, potatoes, cassava.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. It's some kind of.
So it's a bean.
Is it a grain?
I think
it's a bean.
I think it's a. I don't know cassava. How do you spell it?
We have a friend.
CASSAVA.
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 Tomatoes, bananas, onions, apples, and grapes. So we talk about like all the tariffs and all. We're all struggling. These are the things that basically 75% of the food.
Cassava is a root vegetable. Never heard of it. So speaking of conspiracy, so I get all these things on like Instagram or something. Somebody about Crisco oil.
Right.
Do you know what that was generated from originally? Which is
fat.
No, it's from cotton. See, it's a byproduct of cotton.
Wow.
And they had this byproduct from whatever they mill in cotton or whatever they strip it down somehow. And Procter and Gamble decided that they could make an oil out of it by using some form of unnatural things. Right? They're almost mixing a petroleum in with this cottonseed oil.
Right.
In the 1910s or something in that time frame. And then they market it as a clean, better oil than butter and those sorts of things. And that's why things like canola oil and that vegetable oil, it was all started by Crisco and Procter & Gamble. And coincidentally, or not so coincidentally, heart disease has gone through the roof.
As a result
of these seed oils in some cases. Now,
and all the shit that goes in.
Jeff M. from South Carolina, who was with us over the weekend, he said there are some good seed oils, and that might be true. But there are some really nasty things that people put forth as part of health.
Yeah,
where they basically said saturated fats, which is butter and dairy and stuff like that, were bad, which is an all natural product. At the end of the day,
well, they're all competing for the market,
right.
And they brand and brand themselves as the healthy alternative.
And then the other one, which I know Lucky heard part of this conversation yesterday, was cereal. So Kellogg's, the one of the Kellogg brothers in Michigan had something to do with sanitariums, so insane asylums in Michigan, and he wanted to make sure that he thought that they've got to figure out a way to take down the sexual libido or the sexual drive of those in sanitariums. Right?
Right.
So he came up with a bland food, which was cornflakes, because he thought that if he could get them to eat bland food, it would impact their sexual drive, meaning it would go down.
Okay.
And so then the other brother, Kellogg's, said, well, what if I put sugar on it? And then they started selling it to consumers.
Frosted Flakes.
Right, things like that.
Okay.
But it was on the basis of ultimately trying to get the sexual libido down of insane people.
I thought cornflakes was a mistake. I heard some story that they made.
No, I think the sugar ones are, again, it was to make this bland food. That was his whole calling in life.
Now you know why Mrs. Fun buys cornflakes every week in your...
to increase my libido?
No, to decrease.
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 Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't even know.
That's a great weight loss of 2025.
I'm currently staying steady. I might up the... I think I'm drinking too much, but I may up the dosage.
Yeah?
Because I'm at 40 mLs, and I might go to 60.
So
some people are at 100. They're 110. Yeah,
so Novo Nordisk CEO, who was the hero 2.5 years ago whenever we first talked about this with Ozempic, when it was the highest valuation, higher than the GDP of Denmark, the company it resides in.
Wow.
Okay.
He got fired this past week.
Wow.
Because other competitors, Mounjaro and Wegovy, and there's another one, are doing better than Ozempic. So, which was a sort of, rise and fall of the Ozempic people.
Yeah.
So, like your scale.
The rise and fall?
The rise and fall.
No, it hasn't risen. It's just sort of not falling.
Did you ever make it to your 7 pounds?
I made it to one. This. Yeah, I lost.
No, maybe recently he did. I don't know. He could be doing handsprings.
I went up. This weekend I went up like 2 pounds. So,
yeah.
But
in the whole weekend, you did a lot of eating and drinking, right?
That's all we did. Well, I didn't know.
Actually, we didn't do a lot of eating.
We didn't eat.
Oh, okay.
We didn't eat.
There were long stretches of no food
Got
because of where we were.
Yeah.
I got it.
And so
We drank and golfed. So
it was fun.
All right, you can name them here, and then we'll finish on the Lucky Open subject. Most surprising golfer. Like, you know these guys.
from a
but-
skill set,
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple that I'm like so surprised that they're not very good.
Okay. All right.
But
I thought I had played with him independent of Lucky Open last year. I thought Lindy played really well.
yeah, Dave is getting better.
He's gotten better.
Okay.
He hits it down the middle. He's got some. He plays with a counter though, like like a door counter, like if somebody walking in
the
door.
umpire counter.
The
that
umpire
calls and
counter?
strikes.
Oh, I thought that was.
When I say door counter, like if you were standing at a bar counting people to go in the
click.
click,
Why?
click, because he wants to know the exact strokes.
Oh.
So we're on the 9th hole. We're playing on Thursday afternoon, and he's got a bunker shot. Doesn't get it out of the bunker. Click. Hits the second one in the bunker. Doesn't get out. Click. You hear 3 clicks.
Okay.
Because he counts them all.
Yeah.
Isn't
that what you're supposed to do?
But we do it in our heads.
Right. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Well, because Dave takes so many shots
Yeah.
that he has to.
I
keep
thought maybe
track.
he was counting drinks.
Yeah,
That guy.
but he played well. To be fair, because I played with him last year, completely different golfer.
Nice.
So it was
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I mean, what's great about our golf trip? It's a wide range of guys. I mean,
Right.
some guys who play once or twice a year, and then guys like Biff and others who play often.
Daily.
Yeah, so it's fun.
Not quite daily, but
Daily.
Okay. I've been accused of that. So good. All right, Mr. Fun. The stretch is home.
So my wife thinks that I struggled to finish during sex because I'm distracted and I'm not really focused. In fact, I better get back to her now.
Jeez. Lucky, how do they?
How do they? If they have any comments on Mr. Fun's
Fun's joke.
excellent jokes from this podcast,
I told you, we started with nothing today. I was
yeah.
scrambling.
talk about 2023 at gmail.com.
Yes.
Nice.
So
If
it's,
you have any good ideas for jokes, please send them by.
Oh, it's
well,
so
we did have
mean.
that. We are still in search of guests.
Yeah.
We did throw that out there, and we need to have some guests.
Yeah.
So we're waiting for people to reach out to us.
I do think a lot of our friends are envious of us, and wish they had a podcast.
Yeah.
Well, again, they started to talk about doing their own and kicking us off.
Unbelievable.
I'm like, I'm surprised you didn't ask me for the equipment. Hey, can we borrow your equipment?
No,
for...
we did ask you to be our production guy for in game.
Yeah, let me
So
flip
that's why I said it to you.
Yeah.
I'm flipping you off now.
It'd be a cold day in hell.
I
when
signed
do
a
that.
lifetime contract for Talk About.
Right.
So
Good.
I was pleased today that 3 people at the Scotty's event all said, I'm a big fan. I listen to you
Yep.
guys all the time. Guy, of course, Lisa was there, and then the guy who works for Scotty's, Lyle's kid.
Oh,
Yeah, good guy.
Elliot.
Yeah.
Elliot.
Elliot listens all the time.
Yeah, and we have people that. So I've turned some people on at the beach, and they've listened to it,
Nice.
and have comments and questions and
Nice.
stuff like that. So it's good. So we enjoy it a lot. Good seeing you guys. We're back in the saddle here in person.
We'll be next week. Will be a Memorial Day.
We will do it in Memorial Day
in person.
at some point. Probably not released until Tuesday because Memorial Day is a Monday, obviously.
It's a holiday.
Right.
It is. It's an actual holiday.
Yeah.
As opposed to Donut Day this past week.
Yeah, that's right.
Actually, it might be a holiday for Mr. Fun.
Donut Day was every day before
Okay.
I went on my weight loss.
Okay, well, good.
You're right.
Well, wonderful. Well, good to see you guys. Until we do it again next week, let me just say goodbye. It's been a few weeks since we've done an outro.
Yeah.
Just been putting music there.
What should be our agenda? Because we're all going to invade the beach for the long weekend. It'll be our first time at the beach. What should be our
Going down
agenda?
as early as Wednesday. So
Boathouse. What's your?
I plan on frequenting the boathouse.
What's going to be your drink of choice this summer?
I only drink Scotty's. Are they at the boat? Is Scotty's at the boathouse? Not yet.
No.
I'll bring
But
my own.
you're
I'll bring my
you're
own in a carafe.
A carafe.
What is that thing called?
A carafe.
And a giraffe.
Well, a carafe is what you put wine
No,
in.
when I put it in, what's the metal thing you twist it on? The drunks
Thermos.
And my dad used to have those things. No, in your suit, you have the little
Oh, flask.
Flask.
Yeah.
What'd you call it?
A carafe. The
His pocket carafe.
yeah, my pocket carafe. That
Yeah, I
is
heard that about Scotty, that he was a sommelier at one point in his career when he owned a wine store in Georgetown.
Yeah.
Apparently, he was quite good on wine.
Nice.
I did not know that.
That's French, correct?
Sommelier.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It means sommelier.
A guy, really?
No.
Whatever that is. All right.
It's good being with you guys.
So what do we do in the outro here, gentlemen?
I broke my iPad. dropped it, smashed it.
Really?
Yeah, like hole in it. So
Holding it?
There's a hole in my iPad. I
How's that
smashed
even humanly possible?
I don't know.
One side to the other?
No, there's just a big like
crack.
No, it's a crack, but I lost glass.
Now, did you have stuff saved on it?
Yeah, I can still see it, and I'm so stubborn because I'm like addicted to like looking at things that I cut my finger scanning on my broken iPad. I'm like addicted to it.
Because you were zooming in on the boobs?
No, there were no boobs. There were no boobs. Yeah, forgot my password, so I wrote my dick as my password, and it said, "Try something longer."
That's pretty good.
That's good. So, Lucky, I'm going to leave the last words to you on the outro here.
Thank you for listening.
Oh, that's good.
And we'll see you the next time.
Yeah, join us again next week.
Next week, we'll talk about it all.
Yep, exactly. And remember what we don't say.
We never say. Wait, we say. Fuck.
See you next time.
We never say goodbye.
We never say. Oh, that's it. And we never say goodbye.
Couple of friends come floating by my dock. By morning my head's gonna rock. Sleeping late, now I will be forgiven. When you live in the land of pleasant living. Living on Chesapeake time. Take it slow, take it easy. Both good friends of mine. Brother, I'm just starting to unwind. Living on Chesapeake time. Living on Chesapeake time. Take it slow, take it